Today we're actually crafting something in Path of Exile 2. There's actual crafting mechanics in the game now, and I'm so excited. And we can actually make this almost deterministically. So here we go. There's our tier 4 Fizz. It's actually tier 3 Fizz. And there we go. We got our Fizz damage, flat Fizz, grenade damage, +6, and onslaught on kill. This is insane. But there's actually, we have crafting in the video game. Crafting in Path of Exile, dude. I'm so happy.
The next day.
I don't think you should be able to deterministically be able to get 100% items. And I would say, as you actually can't get 100% items because of Sanctified. But pre-Sanctified, you still can get 100 percentile items right now. I don't think it's good to have a recipe for that. I think you should be able to get like anywhere from 80 to 90% with a certain level of investment. But that to get 100%, you need some RNG. There's some of the essences that make that a little bit too strong, right? Like guaranteeing +3 on a focus is nuts.
I found myself...
Oh, and the +6 on two-handers.
Yeah. I did find myself, like, being really excited by crafting, but then kind of missing that everyone didn't have the same item. Like, I found very often someone would leak me a crazy item, and I'm just like, eh. You know, it's like, oh yeah, everyone's kind of got crazy items now. I noticed that a little bit. It kind of brought me back to, what was the conversation we had with Brian Gazi, where they were talking about chasing the, what was it, spear? He was talking about chasing the spear for like hours and hours. And for me, I was kind of like, you know what, I kind of understand like a bit of his point. You know, after kind of feeling how it seems like, mostly everyone's got items within, like you're saying, within 10% of each other or something.
The crafting update was so potent that the type of gear these characters are getting was unfathomable before this patch. Like if you go and see what some of the characters are wielding in like the top 100 of every given class, it's like everyone's got like a top end 1000 damage hammer, you know? Before 0.3, nobody had that. Okay, like a couple people had that. And now everybody's got it. So the overall like power in gear is way higher. Now armor, in theory, is still garbage.
Because, with this tankiness, the fact that we reached somewhat acceptable speed and still we're one-shotting everything in the game, or two-shotting, I would say that's a pretty good result, right? Of course, you could argue that everything in this game one-shots pinnacle bosses. it's not exactly true, but I have to say that I'm curious what GG is going to be cooking balance-wise, because currently the amount of damage in the game that we have is you can virtually like partially the problem might be the extreme power of rare items and how easy it is to craft now. And I'm not advocating necessarily for, big nerfs to crafting or something like that. I'm talking about, perhaps we just need to tune down the numbers, because it's just like everyone and their mother just do millions upon millions of damage, and it seems like it's almost too easy, too trivial to get huge amounts of damage. Like, I didn't really invest into damage on this build that much. If I really wanted to, I would be doing 30 million damage from a shield ball. But it's just like, what's the point, right? Like, at this point, you might as well just start investing into speed and defense, because damage is always going to be totally fine.
So you like the way that crafting is right now?
I mean, I don't know. It's methodical, but I don't know. It seems like it's, depending on the stat, I guess, it is able to be like made a more sure thing of. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's...
So I guess, like, for the purposes of randomization... Oh, god dang. I hurt my body.
Yeah, like in previous seasons, if you were walking around with a weapon, It was like tier 2 percent physical and tier 3 flat physical. You were hot shit. Like, that was a good ass weapon, right? But now there's just like a factory that is pumping out weapons of that quality, and you pick the best one off of the line.
Part of me, I feel that.
I'm torn, right? On the one hand, the weapon. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to figure out how to say this. Okay, on the one hand, the weapon upgrade for me now is like so unattainable. I need like a T1, T2, you know, on both of those. And also a bunch of other good mods, because like if it doesn't have everything at this point, you know, what are you doing? It's something that I will never have and wouldn't have ever had already. I feel like the deterministically craftable stuff is like a little too strong. No, the saving grace might be that there are a bunch of layers on top of having just a good item where you can make it better. Like sanctification and corruption and stuff.
But are you gonna do those things?
Well, I've made 2 weapons this season, and I've corrupted them both because I was just like, I could just make another one of these. The first weapon I made wasn't even the right base item type. I was just kind of making it to mess around, just to try the recipe out, you know, and like see. And it ended up being some of the best shit I've ever used in this game.
I mean,
like, there obviously have to be some paths to just be able to get some good items so that you can, like, continue your character. You're not at the mercy of the drop system the whole way, you know? Like, I think that maybe the flat damage should be a tier 4. That would still be a pretty good weapon.
yeah.